And in another series, we've got another series. It's a series 3. Nice. Enjoy. Well, it's a bit of a sweetie, this one. It's owned by one of my suppliers, does my radiators for me. And he has done a shitload of work on this car, but has kind of come to the end of what he's comfortable with doing. So while the bulkhead's been rebuilt, the dash has just been thrown back on it again. The loom is largely original, and you can see it's quite molested. We've got no brakes, and the engine, while it runs, doesn't really have any controls, any engine controls. Let me just get the bonnet open. Choke, for instance, is down here. When I say choke, Americans' cold start mechanism is down here. It's a nice old thing, really. So my brief on this is to get the brakes working and to get the electrics working. There is very much a fixed budget on this car, so we'll see how far we can go through with it. But if I can get the brakes working, then at least it means that the car can be moved backwards and forwards. And then the electrics, I'll start with the dash, I think, then move outwards from the dash to all the corners. Face, as you can see, it's not beautiful, is it? It could be a lot better than this. Right, so first and foremost, I think, is going to be brakes. So I just need to get the corners up in the air, because this car does not push. It took 5 of us, from the lads over the way over there, to push this into my workshop. Heavy old bit of kit with binding brakes. Now, one thing I have noticed initially, and this is slightly disturbing but not that uncommon, got the wrong wheel studs in here. So the wheel studs will be for the original steel pattern wheels, and these are very much the Wolf variety, and I think you're going to need longer studs. So quite where we go with that, I don't know, because if I'm doing the brakes, it means taking the hubs apart in order to sort those out. So perhaps what we'll do is we'll free the brakes off, check everything over, see what's needed, talk to the customer about getting a complete set of longer studs for these hubs, every single one of them. Now, the nut is not completely on the thread. There's no way is that stud going through there far enough. I think they've probably got lines on them anyway. Yeah, so they're the sort of studs that I'd be using on steel wheeled cars, not these thicker rims. I don't know what the problem is with these rims. I suspect if I put a standard Land Rover wheel on here, they would be fine. Anyway, enough procrastinating. Let's get this thing up in the air and see what's going on with the brakes. Well, that was a world more difficult than it needed to be, which is disappointing, I'll be honest. Now, on both sides, the drum was incredibly tight. Even though the shoes have been fully retracted, you've got bolts on the back here to retract the shoes. The shoes are fully retracted. There's no pressure in the system. And could I get these off? Now, this drum is like the rings of Saturn on the inside of it, and it came off. This one was a lot tighter, and as you can see, I had to get Mr. Lumpy on this one because it was not going to give. I've taken lumps out of that. Now, you might think, Richard, you fucking hooligan. Well, do you know what? Had it been a good drum, I'd have covered the cost on that. But that is horrific. I reckon there's about 3 or 4 mil deep grooves on the inside of that. That is absolutely and utterly, that as far as a drum is concerned, that's ruined before I got my hands on it. Now, what we need to do is to work out why on earth this is so fucking tight. You can see the score marks on the outside of the shoes where I've had to belt the drum off. So we've either got mismatched shoes, or we've got adjusters that are the wrong size, or there's something wrong with the cylinders. The cylinders are seized into an open position. It's all coming apart. I'll do both sides. I'll start with this side because I'm on this side. There's a fair few webs and so forth in here. Now, these studs, I've got a feeling these are the ones that are pressed through the hub. They're not the ones that are threaded into the hub. We need to get the hub off in order to find out. But I'm probably going to need to get Defender 90, at least Defender 90 hubs. If not, no, it won't be Defender 90 hubs because they'll be disc. Well, they might be drum. We need longer studs. These ones have got no marking on the ends of them. There's been a lot of this today. It'll get loud in a second. I'll stop recording if it does. Yeah, these studs are too short for those wheels. And really the hub needs to come off in order to do that. Well, the hub really needs to come off in order for me to do the brakes. So I might as well just get the hub off. What I'll do though is I'll see if there's any oil in the diff or in the swivels first and foremost. You just know this is going to turn out to be one of those jobs, don't you? Right, okay, so the back plate is off. It's the easiest way to deal with the drums, especially as the hub was coming off anyway. And when the hub did come off, the bearings are bone dry and rusty. It's not a great start, is it? But we can fix that. This flare up here is decidedly suspect. I'm going to go with, yeah, that's shit. That's proper shit. So I'm going to have to work out where that line runs to and see if we can reflare that, because that is awful. This one down here, on the other hand, well, that one looks all right. It's a double bubble. It's going into the back of the sleeve, the top sleeve, because the bleed nipple's on the bottom sleeve. Such is the joy of the twin leading shoe series drum brakes. Now, the other problem I've got here is I can't get this nut here undone at all. I don't want to put too much heat into it because brake fluid. And nor do I want to fuck the flexi line. But I suspect, looking at everything else, that flexi line is going to be old. So I'll swap it over. And the main reason I took this off is partly because I wanted to see what on earth was going on. But also, because I couldn't quite believe that the bleed nipple on the bottom was completely rounded off. It's not great, is it? That's getting a bit rusty, that one. So let's go and get the other side off and see where we are with that. But yeah, I need to find out why the drum doesn't fit on it, really, because it should do. I mean, it could be with all the banging and the tapping and everything. I've managed to get these slave cylinders to start working. I don't know. Until they come apart, I'm not going to know. Here you can see the aggravation I had getting that drum off. Look at how it had caught on the shoes. And that's with the shoes retracted as far as they would go. That was never going to come off easily, was it? Fucking thing. And I was bringing it off level as well. It's not like I was just banging it on one side. No. I was banging it on four sides. Bringing it off like 1/4 millimetre at the time for now. Right, other side. Right, you can watch me shouting at this side. That's what you puts up with your advertising for that. So we'll just take off the feed pipe from the master. See if this one's as flared as nastily as the other one. Oh yeah, there's barely a single flare on that. It should be double flare, folks. I don't know who's making these pipes up, but they probably shouldn't be. It really needs to be a double flare. And then is this going to come off? This might come off. No. I don't want to force it, you see, because the bracket that it sits on, I don't want to be busting that. This thing's in the fucking way. Get up there, you fucker. You scroll on there, because you're just... I'm going to end up gashing myself on it. This could just be a comedy article in its own fucking right. That is not coming off there. So God knows how old these flexi lines are. for that to be that tight. So probably what I'm going to have to do here is undo the nut up here. It should be fairly straightforward, shouldn't it? 17, of course it's 17. That nut comes off, that's good. That is good. And then I'm going to take the bracket off the back of the swivel, and then I'm going to have to, while I get the bracket off, I'll be able to extract the flexi. This flexi's got lumps taken out of it. It's not very good. And I wasn't expecting these axles to be up to much, I'll be honest. And that's why the customer Frank's asked me to get involved in this. See all the scuffing on that flexi line. Not great. Right, okay, let's get the hub off next. Move my tools up there. Move the drum over there. Steering works. I thought, you know what, let's get the brakes working, because that'll be an easy job, and then when I get the engine started, at least I can move it around the yard. Oh, you cretin, Richard. It's one of those jobs probably you didn't really want to start, isn't it? I bet this isn't going to come out now. I was thinking about it. There was no hubcap on this side, by the way. You can get some. So when this all goes back together again, I should be able to put a hubcap on it. Let's move that much, and I'll be able to get something on that. Probably get a pair of clippers on there. Clippers! Clippers. Because if I clip the end off this, well, that flew, and then I can pull the clip through from the other side. Just wind the bastard out. There he goes. Up. Go in there just so I haven't got rogue bits of wire sitting on the floor. Oh, get off it, fucking cloth. Swearing at a bit of cloth, Richard. Right, that needs to come off. I think that was about an inch. We'll probably do it. Mr. Ladugger. There he goes. He's off. That chappy there is a washer, but drive plate needs to come off next. So we'll get the bolts off the drive plate. Now these are going to be probably 15mm. They are 15mm. Or whatever the equivalent Whitworth size is. And then bucket, just in case there's any oil in there. There wasn't on the other side, so I'm not expecting it on this side. There we are. Drive plate off. Bolts can sit back in drive plate, so I know where they are. This will all need cleaning up before it goes back on. It's very grubby. This side doesn't look quite as rusty as the other side did. Right, pry bar next, or chisel. Pry bar will probably do it. So let's get the, at least the lock washer is in there. It appears to have been reasonably well put in as well. Abusing my pry bar. You can see this pry bar's seen some abuse over the years. Yeah, beware, or wear eye goggles. Probably wasn't. That didn't happen on this job, don't worry. Right, now I need my box spanner. Where's my box spanner gone? Right, so box spanner on hub nuts, and crikey, this one's tighter than normal. Let's just put that on there, and fuck my boots, that's tight. Right, when they get that tight, rather than risking life and limb, get yourself a decent sized pipe wrench. This one might not be a decent sized pipe wrench. Well, it might be. Or just about. There we go. So that can go on there. That can go on there. And no fucking way. I've not seen one that tight. We've got the lock washer completely out of the way. It's not on there, on there, on there, on there. Right, lock washer's out of the way. Longer pipe wrench. La 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 la. I have to work from the camera side. So I want to be pushing down on this. My massive tool. Dirty bastard. There's got to be something wrong with that. There has got to be something wrong with that. I've never had one that tight. Oh, you fucker. I suspect the thread is gnarled up on the end of the hub. But we're going to find out in a minute. Strength of many parrots. Oh, come on, you fuck. I expect there's some gibbery involved in this. There's got to be some gibbery involved in this. It's actually coming off with the lock nut. Why has it not come off on its own? That's brought the lock nut with it. Right, lock that off. I should say the other one's the lock nut. The first one's the lock nut I took off. The second one is just the nut. Right, and then hub should then just slide off. Well, at least it's greasing this one. That's a Brucey, isn't it? I'll tell you now, someone's been having fun with the slave down here because the rubber's all hanging off it. This one's got the lock tabs on the bolt still. Right, we need to get those off. Move that out of the way, move that out of the way, move that out of the way, move that out of the way. Let's find a chisel. Wood chisels never die, they just come to my workshop. Toot toot. That one's already been bashed up. Someone's been in here. Probably the same person that looked at that brake cylinder and thought, ah, fuck this friggin' soldiers. Get less tools down here, to be honest. It's starting to get on my nerves. Let's just get the dugger on there. And that one can come out. Someone's used both tabs on the lock tab, not just one. It's one of those fucking jobs trying to get down there, isn't it? Oh, God help us. Yeah, this could be an easy one, this one. Piece of cake. Over here, chisel is down there. One. Two. Once one of them comes out, you can generally just fuck the lock tab. I can see that one. Not quite sure what they were planning on here. Apocalypse or something maybe. Come off. There we go. I don't care about the lock tab, I'll replace them. Brutal but effective. Right, now one more. Gosh, this is one right down to the bottom here. That camera's moved. if I can get that on there now. Okay. It was on there still, but not for long. Right, now we've done those. What we've not done, of course, is undo the pipe to the top of the slave. So this chappy up here needs to be undone, because I got distracted, didn't I? Because I was going to try and undo the flexi line. That's rounded. Oh, goody. What size are they? Just take the fucking cap off. It's another one of those classic. Oh, it should only take what 30 seconds to get a fucking hub off. Yeah, unless of course. Now there's that one, and then there's this one here. So let's just see if that one's loose, and I can get the not the dugger because it's too fragile for that. Oh, come on! I don't know if someone's put a lock fucking tab on that. Oh, this job's starting to get on my fucking goat, this is. That has been rounded off, I think. I'm going to bang a smaller fixing over the top of it. What I need is my wrench. Let's try 12. Right, there's one. Is this one going to come off? Yes. It's a bit like working with Moggy miners and stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff on here that is just Whitworth, and I haven't got any Whitworth sockets. I've got Whitworth spanners. It could well be that when I measure these are not 7/16. There'll be some ancient British size, which really I ought to get myself acquainted with if I'm going to do these things. But a 12mm socket goes on well enough I can get them undone. Right, so there's the second one, and then this bracket should come off. It does, and then I should be able to get this back plate off. There it comes. Back plate complete with bracket and hub. How about that? Just before the end credits, give me a thumbs up if you liked that. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. Mind you, you've got all the way to the end of it, so you probably would have given me a thumbs down by now anyway. Comments down below. All of these things do help to promote the work that I do and promote to YouTube for your benefit. If you want to contact me, churchhouseclassics, it's all one word, @gmail.com. And if you want to support the channel, then there's a PayPal me link scrolling down here. Both my email and the PayPal me link are in the description below this video. And that's my car, still sitting here. I might have to change this feature once it gets back on the road. It'll embarrass me enough into getting this back on the road. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.